Hello everybody, my name is Grace and today I will be doing the 3 marker challenge. This is where I randomly pick 3 of these markers and then make a drawing out of it. I hope you all enjoy it. So I am just going to take all of these markers and put them into this bag. Maybe shake it up a bit. And then without looking, I'm going to choose 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so these are the colors I will be using. I will only be using these 3 colors, nothing else except a pencil, of course, and maybe some ink, but I will only be using these 3 colors. It's not a bad choice. I actually kind of like these colors together, so I hope this turns out well. Okay, so the first thing I did was some brainstorming. Now, when I saw these colors, I know I wanted to do something related to nature, because the green, of course, that's a color associated with nature. And then the blue also reminded me of the night sky, but then there was like that hot pink color. It reminded me of like fantasy. So you see, one of the drawings I did was a fairy watering her plant, so I threw around like a bunch of fantasy ideas, mostly related with like moonlight, because like I said, that blue color reminded me a lot of the night sky. So I went with this magical girl character, and I gave her a bit of moon shapes, I guess. I don't know. It's not really an aesthetic, because like there'd be more moons, but she has like a moon cut out on her shirt, and you'll see on her, the wand that she's holding, she has a moon, and she has little moon earrings. So yeah, here's me just sketching the character out. Not much to say there. Alright, here's me starting the inking process. I used a brush pen for this, which using a brush pen always makes me a little nervous because anyway you touch the pen to the paper, the width can change in like an instant, and that can be a little scary if you want to do like thinner lines on one part and thick lines on a different part. So yeah, now I'm coloring in the hair. I used Posca pens for this, and this was my first time using Posca pens. And I had seen videos where they put the Posca on before they inked that area, so that's what I did, and I'm glad I did it because it was easier to ink and I didn't have to worry about going over the ink lines, so that was nice. So right now I'm coloring in the shirt, and one thing I learned is that when you use Posca pens, or really any marker, is to color it in one direction, because that way you'll get a much smoother look. So you see that with the skirt. You can't see it super well because I'm blocking it. I'm sorry for that. But I use only downward strokes, and that gave the skirt a much smoother feel. Whereas the shirt, I just kind of colored it in like a person uses a crayon to color in drawing. And it didn't look as good, but you can't really notice it because you guys are of course seeing it from farther away, whereas when I was drawing this, I was seeing up close. But yeah, if you're using marker to color in anything, only color in one direction. It'll help your drawing a lot. This is the part where I start coloring in the wand. I messed up on the wand, so I had to use white out and basically erase the original wand and then draw over it. Thankfully, it turns out pretty well in the end. So there I was just redrawing the wand to make sure it looked right in her hand. That's why I had to essentially put white out over it, was because it didn't look right with her hand. But turned out well, like I said earlier. Right now I'm shading with the ink brush because you can only use that 3 colors, so you couldn't use any other colors to shade. So that's what I'm doing at the end. So here is the finished drawing. Honestly, I feel like it could have turned out better. I kind of wish I had chosen one of the other ideas I had, I guess. But for the first time doing this challenge, I still think it turned out like okay. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm sorry I was like blocking the drawing during the process. I just had trouble placing the camera where it should be, so I apologize for that. Anyway, thank you for watching this video and have a nice day.